Jenjang Pak Sri, who will give a speech, welcome speech, and opening this event symbolically, which I respect to Professor Dr. Siswoyo Haryono as chair of the Management Doctoral Study Program, and as the second keynote speech. Bapak Ibu sekalian, ya, postgraduate program lecturers, ya, and postgraduate students, and for all participants this morning, ya, please, we can start with Surah Al-Fatihah. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim.
Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim.
Amin.
Amin.
Sadaqallahul Azim. Ladies and gentlemen, we held this event at the initiation of the director of postgraduate program, as a form of foreign cooperation activity. We present Dr. Bahtiar Muhammad because he is an expert in the field of corporate communication. In today's era, we are facing a new behavior in the field of organization and management. With the digitalization of the industry, almost all layer, all behavior have to deal in technology, communication, and information that has an impact on the speed of organization respond to always changing. We hold this event as an actual discussion of academics in facing future opportunities and challenges in the field of marketing and human resource. Thank you for the time given and support for the implementation of this event until this afternoon. Don't forget to thank Hussein Gibril Musa, who will as moderator this event. He is marketing student Dr. Bahtiar. Maybe Insyaallah in not a long time will to entering dissertation proposal exam, Insyaallah. I hope this event will be smooth and beneficial for all parties. Thank you to Mr. Sri Atmaja, MSc PhD. We welcome you to deliver remarks and opening this event. To Pak Sri Atmaja, welcome to time and place.
Thank you, Wika. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul bi lisani yafqahu qawli. Respected speakers, Professor Bahtiar Muhammad from University of Malaysia. Good morning. Professor Siswoyo Haryono as speakers, and also heads of the department management in the doctoral levels, and respected secretary program, Dr. Ika, distinguished guests, dear students, all participants, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the school of the program Pasca Sarjana Universitas Muhammadiyah Jakarta, I welcome to all of you to international webinar today. We all have gathered here to discuss a very important topics in the management issues related to the digital management in the aspect of the marketing and the human resources perspective. It is a very strong discuss issue, I think, because now the digital marketing, digital human resources is very significant for our nation, our countries. Of course, it's also pushed by the situation today, the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. Entrepreneurs and business have acknowledged the power of information of technology. Also, we call this a digitalization for reaching business target. It does not only helps achieve the business goal, but also optimize the works process. It includes two important issues now we discuss is marketing and human resources management. We know digital marketing is something like how we can promote our brand, how we can make something the target in our goals and so on and so on. And it will connect with potential customers using digital media or internet or other generated forms in communication. It's not only email, social media, and so on, but also the multimedia messages as the marketing channel, of course. The digital marketing targets a specific segment of the customer base and is interactive. Digital marketing is on the rise with anything related to digital media that incorporates marketing with the customer feedback or to interaction with the company customer. So it is very important now as the current issue that we should be understand and have the strategy to know about it. And the second aspects in the digital issues is the human resources. Human resources we know is including many activities in the business, in the entrepreneurs. It is including the recruiting, training, developing, rewarding people in the organization, in the company, etc. Human resources must aim at the achieving competitiveness in the fields of the human resources by providing educational consultancies and training programs for the personal and professional development to employees of the organization, whatever the organization. It has been conventionally proven that information and technology, IT, and of course, digitalization of digital media era now is very greatly contribute to the fulfillment of the personal policies in the organization. So the both important issues, digital marketing and digital human resources management, will be discussed today. I hope it will be a fruitful discussion in this seminar. And again, I would like, I would on the behalf of PPS, Program Pasca Sarjana, would like to thank you, all respected speakers of the seminar, for accepting our invitation. And I would like to extend my gratitude toward to the committees for their hard works for preparing this seminar today. And I feel honored to welcome all participants again, and my colleagues, for taking keen part in this important program. I'm sure that you all will feel enriched with the knowledge after completing this seminar. Again, I welcome you in this seminar, and I hope that you will have a great time ahead. And with reciting with the Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, I officially open this seminar. And good luck all of you, and have a nice day, and thank you for all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Unmute dulu, Ibu Ika.
Unmute, Bu Ika.
Okay, I'm sorry ya. Terima kasih Pak Sri Atmaja ya. Thank you ya, ladies and gentlemen ya. Let's listen to this single actual discussion ya, which will be hosted by Hussein Gibril Musa ya. Hussein Gibril Musa is a doctoral student in marketing management from Sudan. To Hussein, welcome, please.
Thank you so much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi ashrah li sadri ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Thank you so much, the host and also the MC of this event seminar. Thank you so much to all the participants and also the honorable lecturers and also distinguished guests from all the world. It's a great honor here to be with you and also to be the moderator for this event. I hope that we're gonna get an confidential knowledge with our speakers. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, allow to me to thank the head of postgraduate program, Sri Atmaja PhD, and also the head of PSDM, Dr. Siswoyo Karyono, MMMPD, and also the secretary of the PSDM program, Dr. Buika Nurul Kamari, and all the lecturers in this program and also UMY University. Distinguished guests, it's a great honor to be with you here in this event. We're going to jump and also to swim together in the current issues in the management field today in this lighting and also spirit and healthy morning. So keep the spirit, keep active in this event. Together we go, together we share our experiences and our knowledge. Dear participants, ladies and gentlemen, allow to me to give an opportunity to the first speaker in this seminar, but before I give him the opportunity, we must know that dear participant, the COVID-19 crisis has put the test many social structure processes. Corporate communication and public relations are the example of these processes that the face unprecedented situation, difficult to expect, from which lesson will have to be drawn for the future. Dear participants, on the other hand, the digital era helped to deepen understanding and rule of corporate communication function in the both academic and professional practice. So dear participants, ladies and gentlemen, digital era have changed how organizations and how companies interact with their publics, with their audience, with their customers. So various companies and various organizations are increasingly using different social media to enhance their visibility and relationship with their publics. They allow them to spread information, to participate, listen, and why? Okay, there's a mistake. Sorry, dear participants, ladies and gentlemen, digital era have changed how organizations interact with their publics, with their audience, customers, and there is many companies and organizations are increasingly using different social media to enhance their visibility and relationship with their publics. They allow them to spread information to participants, listen, and actively engage in online conversations with the different stakeholders. Some social networks become a key instrument for corporate communication. Ladies and gentlemen, the question is how the future of corporate communication management in the digital era and post-COVID-19 era. Together, we know this question, we know the answer of this question, and also we get more information about this question with your knowledge and also with our speaker experiences and great knowledge. Our first speaker will be, ladies and gentlemen, Associate Professor Bahtiar Muhammad. Bahtiar Muhammad, he born in 1973. He got his PhD in marketing corporate communications from Brunel University, London in 2013. He finished his master's degree in corporate communications from University Putra, Malaysia, and he finished his bachelor degree in business administration in finance from University Kebangsaan, Malaysia in 1997. For Professor Bahtiar Muhammad, he has great experiences in the field of corporate communications. And now he's the director of MBA program in University Putra, Malaysia, and also he's the fellow of Charter Management Institute in United Kingdom. And also he's the head of Advanced Communications Research Unit in University Utara, Malaysia. University Utara, Malaysia. And also our professor, he's the senior research fellow in the Institute of Sustainability, Growth and Urban Development in University Utara, Malaysia. And also he's the dean of, from 2019 to December 2019, he's the dean of the Student Development and Alumni Office in University Utara, Malaysia. And he's the lecturer in the Department of Communications in University Utara, Malaysia, and also he's the visiting professor in Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, UPI, and also he's the visiting senior lecturers in Marketing Department in Carleton University, Malaysia. Our professor also he's the practical coordinator in University Utara, Malaysia, and also he's the visiting lecturers in Asian Institute of Cambodia. And also, dear participants, our professor is the head of communication department until 2017 in University Utara, Malaysia, and also he's the lecturer in Faculty of Communication and Modern Language in University Utara, Malaysia. Dear participants, our great Professor Bahtiar Muhammad, he has more than 100 research and publications in the field of corporate communication management, and also he became a keynote speaker in 13 events, and also he became a reviewer and editors in 100 journals, and also he has many books in the field of corporate communications. And also he has many book chapters in the field of corporate communications and management. One of his books is Corporate Communication, which is wrote in 2009. And also he has one of his famous books is Organizational Communication Issues and Challenge in the New Millennium in 2008. All professors, his CV is full with high experiences and with high informations. We cannot read it all. We highlighted the most important.
Internasional apa nasional?
He has international, yeah. He has joined many international seminars, more than 100 international seminars. We cannot mention it all here. And also he became a keynote speaker in more than 100 international events and also international conferences. Ladies and gentlemen, dear participants, distinguished guests, allow me to give opportunity to the Professor Bahtiar Muhammad to present his paper or his topic today with the title Corporate Communication Management in the Digital Era, Future Opportunities and Challenges for Practitioners and Academics. Professor Bahtiar Muhammad, you are most welcome. Time is yours to present your topic in 20 minutes. Time is yours, Professor. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, moderator, Mr. Hussein. I just want to inform you that I cannot share my slide from Zoom. Participant is able to share.
Okay, maybe
Not
the
now.
host can help us.
Okay, now okay. Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning to all of you. And I would like to thanks to Ibu Ika for inviting me and Professor Siswoyo and also Dr. Sri Atmaja and all the postgraduate program of Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. So basically, thank you for the moderator for the long introduction for my CV. I think that is a bit on that. My current position is a resident faculty at Osman Yop Abdullah Credit School of Business in University Utara Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. So now, for your information, that we fully operated our graduate program, business graduate program from our city campus in Kuala Lumpur, starting from 1st of January 2021. So, and now currently I am the MBA program director for our program. So that is an introduction a bit on our program, and that's what the new development of University Utara Malaysia, which is that we already moved all our graduate business school to the city center. And for the participant also, I would like to inform that we also are a highly accredited program by ESSB and AMBA, and also we offer the dual degree program with CMI. So back to this discussion today, for the corporate communication, so it's a quite big and diverse multidisciplinary concept, which is that it's very important to highlight to all the participants that what is a digital marketing inside the corporate communication. So because the corporate communication is a broad concept, so I try to zoom in where is the digital marketing inside the corporate communication management. So sorry. So the management of my presentation, I just will discuss a bit on the corporate communication concept, marketing communication, and IMC. So which is that one of the branch or function under the corporate communication. Then how the gig economy, the current economic trend, affect our digital marketing. Then how the gig economy player can utilize or can employ the marketing communication, digital marketing communication, social media communication to promote their service and also product. And I will discuss a specific on digital marketing and social media marketing. So what is different between digital marketing and social media marketing? I think we need to have to differentiate between these two concepts, and also the research agenda for academician. As I know, all of you are in the postgraduate program, PhD, or maybe in the master level. So what is the opportunity for you as academician or as a student at postgraduate program? You can look into, especially what is the current trend that maybe will give you some idea for your dissertation or your thesis in your doctorate program. Basically, the corporate communication rooted from the social science program. The epistemology of corporate communication is come from public relation, which is that public relation come from the journalism, and journalism is a part of sociology and anthropology. So know that most of the business marketing, we always utilize the social science knowledge, which is that the epistemology of the corporate communication basically back to the social science, which is that is a communication and also public relation. So that is the early the starting of the corporate communication. So basically at the early writing of corporate communication, we rely on the skill of journalism, a writing skill, which is that we try to learn how to persuade people to accept the message from the organization. And we try to create a mutual understanding between organization and the stakeholder, respective stakeholder, including the customer and also the external stakeholder. So the research on corporate communication expanded dramatically in the early 21st century due to after the Second World War, the world become more peace. Then the business is very is significantly changed the world economy. So that is a way, that's why the corporate communication is dramatically expanded during that time after the World War II. And they covered various issues across multidisciplinary, including strategic management, marketing communication, and also part of investor relation for the current business setting. So they have three concepts that we need to understand before we go further on the corporate communication. What is the element of corporate communication? So corporate communication is a management instrument or tools that is a management function. Basically, we will use the corporate communication for planning, controlling, organizing, and coordinating. So this is the four principles of management. And also, corporate communication communicate to the internal and external communication. So internal communication is sharing a message within the organization, and at the same time also we communicate to our external stakeholder, external communication through the public relation, advertising, marketing communication to our customer, investor, and also other stakeholder. So the third concept is a stakeholder or audience. The corporate communication will communicate to the various stakeholders, internally or externally. Internal is our staff, our employees, and for the external stakeholder can be investor, reporter, government agencies, and so on. So these are three elements that we should understand about the corporate communication. So the corporate communication will be the three main category. So which is market communication, employee communication for the internal stakeholder, employee, and public relation. So today, I need to focus on the market communication, which is that with the good communication, marketing communication, they will increase the economic value of the organization in terms of increasing the sales and other things. So this is employee communication. So the effect of corporate communication to the strategic management perspective, this is very vital instrument for the competitive advantage. That means if you want to compete with other company in the same industry, so the corporate communication is one of the instrument. So because you can communicate more efficient and effective. For example, in the telecommunication industry in Indonesia, you have XL, Telkom, So how they communicate to the people, to the customer. So the way each of these company communicating their message is different in terms of advertising, marketing communication. So every company try to show their value or their uniqueness when they communicate to the public. So this is the first one. Corporate communication is important tools and activities for disseminating corporate strategies for the company. So the strategies of the company, especially for the big company, when you communicate to your internal stakeholder, so every stakeholder or every employees of the organization should understand the same vision and mission. So that is the way how you communicate with the one voice and one message. So, and also the strategic communication is a link between strategy and communication will establish the competitive advantage by creating desired outcome. So this is a third one. And the fourth one, corporate communication can be perceived as important competitive instrument to support the organization in pursue their strategic objective and goal to achieve their mission and vision of the organization. So as I mentioned before that, the corporate communication has three integration when we the formation of the integration of three form of communication. It's a management communication, which is that is more on how you manage your company, and marketing communication and organizational communication is more on internal communication. So for today, I just want to focus on the second one. The second function of corporate communication, which is that marketing communication, then how we can utilize the marketing communication tools for the digital era. So one of the element that we try to integrate between communication and marketing is an integrated marketing communication, or they call IMC. So the IMC is a process to unify marketing communication elements such as public relations, social media, and advertising into a brand message that remain consistent across distinct media channel. So the important or the objective of IMC is try to utilize the communication tools to communicate to communicate all the product and services offered by the organization through the distinct media channel. So the stage of IMC, they are more tactical, coordinating all the information because of every industry or every product has a uniqueness, and they have a different segment, and also they have a different people to this is back to the segmentation of marketing segmentation. So we need to know that who is our prospect customer, what is the uniqueness of our product. Then is a more on tactical coordination. Then from that we try to defining the scope of marketing communication, use the technology, the best technology in current situation. The social media, digital marketing is one of the very, is a trend, and the financial and strategy integration. That is a IMC fourth stage of model by Kitchen and Shoop 2008. So integration of marketing communication, the IMC communication tools has a variety of tools. So, but now maybe the participant will ask about what is IMC tools. So IMC tools basically is a combination between the conventional marketing, a traditional marketing channel, and the digital marketing channel. So if you look into this IMC communication tools, a sales promotion is a face-to-face. You go to the mall and promote your product. That is a more conventional and traditional way of promoting the market your product. Personal selling also very conventional. Direct marketing also conventional. From this IMC communication tool that we want to focus today is more on social media marketing and mobile marketing, which is that it's more digital as if you look into the platform. So public relation also can be digital, can be traditional. So the event, for example, product launching can be the traditional marketing strategy, or can be a digital if that one through the digital platform. Sponsorship basically more on the traditional way of communication tools. So from advertising can be both, can be digital advertising, can be a traditional advertising. So advertising can be a print media, newspaper, can be a broadcasting media through television, or can be through billboard. But also advertising, we have a new terms for the internet advertising or web advertisement. So if you look into this communication tool, advertising, public relations, social media marketing, and mobile marketing can be changed from the traditional way of marketing to the digital marketing. So then we will discuss later on the implementation of the tools. So the corporate communication in the digital era, strategic communication is try to explore how the contemporary communication approaches are crossing boundaries So meaning that a traditional corporate communication or digital, the scope or maybe the coverage of your participant or your customer is limited to the certain area. Let's say if you just put the billboard in Yogyakarta, maybe the people in Yogyakarta can see that billboard, but the digital communication can be crossing the boundaries, and the format also is more innovative. So that is a new challenge and opportunities to academia and practitioners to look into. So I think that if you are a postgraduate program student, there are so many opportunities for academia, for the researcher to look into, or to try to understand, or maybe to discover the digital communication. It's a good topic, or it's a very challenging topic for the postgraduate program student. So then I want to touch a bit on the digital economy. So digital economy or gig economy is another terms, which is that this is something a different terms. But why I put in my presentation, because I try to look into that idea of the role of digital marketing to help our gig economy. So because the gig economy, basically they rely on the digital marketing to promote the product and services. So even though the gig economy is another issue, but inside the gig economy, the digital marketing played a major role, an important role for the player. So the gig economy is a free market system where temporary positions are common and position hire independent workers for the short-term commitment instead of permanent position. So I think this gig economy is very popular in Indonesia and also in Malaysia. The numbers of the gig economy employer, they call that self-employed workers, are increasing from year to year. So the jobs are usually in the service sector and transactions are task-based. So when I was in Indonesia before, they have apps they call Go Live, which is that all the gig economy player can register, can give a service through that platform. That is one of, we call that the freelancer, or the market that the worker is independent workers, but they will offer their services and product through that platform. So which is what the platform is, a digital platform. Also, the workers are not bound a long-term contract, and other terms associated with the gig economy are on demand due to the platform economy. So a bit on discussion at the gig economy in Malaysia during the COVID-19, the numbers because of the economy is not very good for the past 1 year, since the COVID in 2020, in the late, I think we start lockdown the whole Malaysia in March or April 2020. Then we have a series of lockdown after that. Then all this process give effect to the economy, and then the gig economy become popular, and doing their own business. So they call that a gig economy. So about 26% of working population in Malaysia is self-employed, meaning that they are working by, they don't have any company to rely on. Then because of that, the Malaysian government initiate one of the corporation they call MDEC, or the Malaysian Digital Economy, to help the 26% of working population, self-employed workers, to utilize the digital economy, to digital platform. So if you compare between the gig economy and traditional job, the gig economy people is more flexible, but the income is not stable because unpredictable. And also the company health benefit, they don't have any benefit from the company because they are self-employed, and they can pick what they want to do. So this is the reality of gig economy. So for that, the Malaysian government through MDEC formed this initiative to make sure that all the self-employed workers to have something to rely on, meaning that the platform to market their service and product. So that is a mission of the digital economy by MDEC. This is a government initiative in helping our the self-employed workers. So if you look, this is one of the participants in they have platform they call e-Rezeki and e-Usahawan, which is that the self-employed workers can register under this platform. They can offer the product and services. So you can see that from the participant, the market is not just for the local market, even they can cross the boundaries. So you can see that when they put their service and their product in that platform, so the client not in Malaysia, they have a client from Sweden, from Philippines, from US. So this is the beautiful of the digital marketing, which is that we need to look into this and also to utilize all the platform under MDEC. So this is a platform partner of e-Rezeki. Then if you want to offer something, work on freelance work, like to design or whatever, you can go to this work. Under this platform, they have categories. For the digital micro tasks, they have 2 platform. Digital work is similar to the Go Live, but the Go Live is initiative by Gojek, and they have something related to the private company initiative. But this platform is initiated by the government, but the platform is developed by the local, by the people. So there's so many platforms here for the e-Rezeki and e-Usahawan for the gig economy. So as I mentioned that all this gig economy, the marketing communication, for the current situation during the pandemic, and the face-to-face interaction is quite limited, then the digital marketing is the way, is the something we can utilize that for the marketing our product. So since last year, the numbers of marketing, especially the digital marketing job, is significantly increased from time to time. From the data from the LinkedIn in Malaysia, this one, the top trending market job in Malaysia, the marketing executive is number 2 after the software engineering. Software engineering also related to the digital marketing. Okay, but if you want to look into the marketing executive as a standalone job, is a quite big opportunity for the graduate but the marketing executive, the requirement to become a marketing executive for the current situation, they are not the requirement is more than before, because if you look into that the job description, the candidate or the graduate need to be internet savvy, technology savvy, So that's why for the marketing student, especially for academic program, even in UUM also, we start to embed with the digital technology to our marketing program. We offer the digital marketing or internet marketing, which is that is a very important for our new graduate, especially during this time, okay, the current time. And also from the social media around the world, the social media also increasing is significantly significant. It's very significant in terms of the numbers of users. So you can see from here in July, as of July 2021, the total number of active social media is 4.48 billion throughout the world, meaning that worldwide. So which is that it's a very big. And also, if you start to market your product through the digital platform, so your market is not only the 260 million population of Indonesia. Now it's become bigger, 4.4 billion. Your market is not at national level, at the country level, but now it's open to the world level, international level, which is that your target market or maybe your prospect customer is more bigger than existing market. So this is what we need to understand, that the social media marketing is one of the elements or the tools we need to consider for the digital marketing. So job in Malaysia also is rising from time to time. And if you look into this, job on the rise in Malaysia is a digital content. Digital content is basically is editor, copywriter, podcaster, YouTuber, video editor. Is more on the internet advertising or web advertising, content creator. So if you have this kind of skill, that is one of the hot, become a trending now. And also the digital marketing is number 4 in terms of the job rise in Malaysia. We need a people in the social media manager, digital marketing specialized, social media marketing specialized, marketing specialized, and also marketing analyst. So, and also e-commerce. So if you look into the trend, the current trend, most of the program marketing, they are not rely on the traditional media. Now everyone try to hire a people who have digital media knowledge, a digital know-how. So this is a current trend. And digital marketing is a component of marketing that utilize internet and online-based digital technologies such as desktop computer, mobile phone, digital media platform, and to promote product and services. So if you look into the concept of digital media, is very broad. They are not rely only based on internet, but also any digital technologies through phone, through the SMS, short messages through phone. So that is the digital platform marketing is very broad, not just social media. But from the digital marketing, the social media one of the very important instrument or important tools. So for digital marketing, we have digital marketing strategy and planning, Google Analytics, searching engine optimization, social media marketing, email marketing, content marketing, also through the social media. That is what we try to promote, and this is the digital marketing. So when you look into the digital marketing, currently we rely on many platforms: mobile, tablet, searching engine, video, content. But the social media is one of the most important elements of digital marketing. Okay, so what I can conclude here, that social media marketing is a part of the digital marketing, because digital marketing concept is more broad, okay, compared to the social media. Social media is just a subset under the digital marketing. So the digital marketing, they have two concepts that we try to look into this. Basically, when we want to search something in the through internet, we use SEO, searching engine optimization. These are very traditional and organic search of type. But then now we have a search engine marketing, SEM, is a paid search that that when you log into your Facebook, for example, they have a advertisement, a sponsored advertisement. Okay, that's a paid search, and sometimes the ads also, the people make money through that. Okay, that is one of the element in the search engine marketing. So the social marketing, we look into the three things. We want our product or services more visible compared to our competitors or our rival. So visibility means that if the people can see your product and services, then people will more trust to your product. And connectivity is you want to connect with your customer more easier, in the easier way and fastest way. And also to create a branding for the long term. because with the good branding, they will create the reputation of your product and services. So social media can do these activities. If you look at the social media, they allow business to quickly and easily respond to customer comments. So when you post something in the Facebook or in Instagram or in other platform, you can respond to your customer very fast and quick. Yeah? Question and concern and consumer to instantaneously receive help. Moreover, by answering the consumer need in public, business can show the quality of their service and certain level of transparency. So we can share that we are very transparent when we reply to the customer question and queries. So this is the concept of social media. And social media content is one of the element. This is a part of the as a copywriter of the social media content developer. So this is another skill that the business and marketing school should consider on this element. You know, like in our program, we try to embed it, the social media content development a part of our syllabus, meaning that a student know that how to develop the social media content. So content is whatever you post on the social media. It can be Facebook status update, a video, Instagram, tweet, also on. Now is TikTok also one of the important platform. So content comes in many different forms, and you need to tailor it to each platform. As you know that for Twitter, they have a limited numbers of character, and Instagram you can post picture, video. So as a content media developer, you need to know for each limitation of the social media. Then try to take advantage on their features. What even more important than content is a context, through the context. So sometimes, you know, if you want to market your product to the local people, to Indonesian, for example, sometimes if you put the context is too international context, maybe they can relate to that product or services. So in the social media marketing, the context also very important. You know your segment, you know who is your target market, then try to work with the content within their context in order for them to relate with the product and services. So that is another social content skill. The social media, what is the highest user in the social media? The Facebook is number one, WhatsApp, Messenger, WeChat also one of the element. This is in July, but now maybe the data is quite different. And choosing the right social media platform, okay, you should understand that to understand your product and services. So what is the category, the segment of your market, the demography of your market? If your product is for the young customer, young consumer, so which platform, social media platform, is the best platform for you to promote or to market your product? So this is one of the how to choose the right social media platform. For example, Facebook. Basically, the numbers of user is 2.7 billion. The age is between 35 and 34. The older age, they are not many of them in the Facebook. Okay, and also maybe for the youngest generation, the millennial generation, maybe the TikTok, because TikTok is the age of 18 to 34. They love to have this account. So if your product for that segment, maybe you can rely on the TikTok platform. So this is the way how you want to choose the right social media platform for your product and your service. So this is just how you want to how you want to choose that platform. And strategies for the professional, for example, for the professional, LinkedIn is one of the best, especially if you are the director. Maybe you want to have more networking in the industry. LinkedIn is one of the platform, and also it's very nice and very good for the academician. you know, to network, to connect with the people in the same area of study. So the social strategy for LinkedIn, becoming an influencer, mentoring, encourage teammate, you know, posting job opening. But I love LinkedIn is a networking, because you can network, your connection will be people within your industry. So then Instagram and also Twitter. So this is the strategy. So the power of social marketing. I give you an example. This guy, they call that Khairul Aming. You know, this guy, they start with the YouTube. They start YouTube. They're not selling the product. They just create the awareness. Every time they will upload the video, the cooking video, how they cook, the menu, the recipe, new recipe. They start with that. Then once the people keep subscribe via YouTube, then they start to sell the product. You know that within 3 months, they can sell 1 million ringgit through Shopee platform. The sambal, they call sambal nyet. Well, I don't know what that means, but this is a product. So you know that how they utilize their subscriber through the YouTube to support their business. So this is one of the idea for the power of social media. They start to create a platform first, the base, fan base or the subscriber base. Then after that, they start selling the product. So within 3 months, they can sell 1 million ringgit value of product. And this guy also is one of, they start to promote, because this guy is very young. They just start doing a computer. The service is repairing the computer and laptop. Then very small, they start at home and they start to promote their business through the group Facebook, because in my area we have numbers of group. Then he consistently posts their service through that platform. And when I have a problem with my laptop, I just gone through that group. Then I found him in the pickup, and because you know that they try to give a value added to that service. During the MCO or the lockdown in Malaysia, we cannot go out. Even all the computer shop closed down because of the government regulation. But what he tried to take advantage on that situation, they said that okay, pick up and delivery for repair. So because we have no choice. So now they give another service, so they can come to your house and pick up the computer, then they repair, then they send back to you. So it's something like a creative way of marketing, but they try to do this within the community first. Okay, and this guy also doing well on this job, on this business. They call it Clinic Laptop. So this is what the digital marketing can help the small people to develop their business. And this one, I love to share this one. I have been this shop in Medan when I was in Medan in 2019. One of the lecturer from USU invited me to this shop because he said that this is from anak mahasiswa USU, because the owner of this shop is a graduate from Universitas Sumatera Utara. We went there at the middle of night, and if I'm not mistaken, it's a very long journey from the Medan city center, and the place is about nowhere. Not in the main road, even not in the sport area, but in the middle of nowhere. Inside the residential area. So, but this shop is full of people. So then I just asking this owner, so how you promote that your shop, because of in terms of location in marketing, if you look into the marketing strategy, the location is not strategic. It's not strategically good for the business, but he did well on that business. So they say that he relied on the social media marketing, and he has their own Instagram. Then he updated all the information. So if you follow that Minum Kopi or Miko from the Instagram, almost every day they will upload the activities, how to make a coffee, how they buy the coffee from the local farmer and roast it. They have their machine to roast the coffee, and they share with the customer. Then customer will believe that, oh, this guy doing, you know, they buy from the local farmer, coffee farmer, and process that in the same shop, and the coffee will be fresh. So that is what the communication message, you know, that they want to send to the people. They are more transparent. So this is another creative social media marketing content that I love to share with many people. Say that this is one of the creative and unique. So this is what we call digital marketing. You have a good product, you have a good service, but if you cannot not communicate well to the public, to the customer, then you cannot work. You know, your business, you cannot bring them to your business. So this one, I think many people know him. Is Khaby Lame. Khaby Lame is a very popular in TikTok. You know that how many followers? 100 million followers. So the income just for the content, TikTok content, Khaby Lame just reached 100 million followers on TikTok without saying a word. They don't have a, but the creative content. They always try to solve the simple issue with their through their own way. So how many followers? 100 million in TikTok. So by that content, they can earn 13,000 to 22,000 US dollar a month for the per post. You know, estimated average for post, every post, not for every month, for every video post in the TikTok. That is income, because people will click that, then the advertiser will pay him. So this is one of the creative content that through digital media, even you don't have any skill, but you have something like the humorous, we call that, something that you can offer. People love that, you know, especially during this time, pandemic, people need something fun to watch. So at the end of this, I want to look into that, the research agenda for the digital marketing. So maybe all the postgraduate students can consider this idea. Maybe you can look into this. The first one is environment, the changes of consumer behavior and the customer interaction through online. So you can look into this through the online media and also electronic word of mouth communication. So you can try to look into the loyalty, trust through the social content. So this is one of the themes that you can consider. The second theme is the strategy, marketing strategy through the digital media. So how the company develop and apply social media as a marketing tools in terms of branding, positioning their product, and through the advertising. So the third one is a company itself, how the internal factors such as managerial support and manager's attitude towards social media. Is it these internal factors will help the social media marketing? In what way? Maybe this is one of the elements. And the last one is outcomes. So the effect of digital media and social media marketing can result in number of positive and negative outcomes for organization purchase intention, engagement, awareness, etc. So the four elements of the four themes in digital marketing you can consider for the digital marketing research. And finally, as a conclusion of this presentation on digital media, okay, even though the whole world is facing a problem in business during the global pandemic, the online retail or e-commerce sales have increased significantly. So we can see that the Shopee platform, but in Indonesia we have many things, you know, Bukalapak and so on, you know, all the e-commerce platform. So increased during this pandemic. The pandemic has accelerated the shift towards a more digital world and triggered changes in online shopping behavior that are likely to have lasting effect. So we believe that the effect of digital marketing will be continue, even though after the COVID-19 pandemic. So because people get used to that situation. And the third one, the importance of digital marketing has become more prevalent than ever during the pandemic, and now is a new normal. So digital marketing is something like, even now, you know, last time I will call my friends to ask about the service around my community, my area, who can repair the piping, you know, everything. But now through the social media, we just search in that group. So because many of them just put there the service that we can call directly to them. So therefore, there is an opportunity for the researcher to analyze digital and social media marketing campaign in the real time and figure out what worked and what need to be improved. So that's all for my presentation on the digital marketing. Then I have tried to bring the idea that what is corporate communication. The corporate communication have three elements. One of them is a marketing communication. Then marketing communication can be traditional, can be digital. Then now, in the current situation, the digital marketing become a trending. Then we need to look into this. So that's all, Hussein. Thank you very much. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Professor, for the valuable and great information today we get it. Thank you so much. This is very interesting topic, and I believe that there's many questions will come to you, Professor. But before we open the discussion session, we have to give the opportunity to the second speaker, and we shift from the digital marketing, ladies and gentlemen, to the current issue in the human resource management in the digital era. As we know that the change caused by COVID-19 has influenced companies around the globe to speed transition to the digital business process, human resource management in the heart of these transformations, helping the organization to navigate the fact presents and unforeseeable futures. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, human resource management need to manage people in the companies during the crisis in order to enable business continuity and ensure work-life balance. Since the future will bring more flexible, remote-friendly digital working norms, the change in policies, process, workspace, collaboration, system, and employee wellness are for increasingly urgent importance. So this is very interesting topic, ladies and gentlemen. Our next speaker is jumping with us together in the issues of human resource management, and also together we go after the speaker presents his topic and his paper, and then we open the discussion session. You can write your question in the chat box, or you can ask directly after our speaker presents his topic. Our second speaker is Professor Siswoyo Haryono, MM, MPD. He's a professor of human resource management at postgraduate program in UMY University or Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, Professor Siswoyo Haryono, he born in Banjarnegara, which is located in Indonesia in 1963. He is the head of doctoral program in management in UMY University. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Siswoyo, he get his PhD in industrial counseling psychology from Dele Salle University from Manila, Philippines in 1999. And also our professor, he has another doctoral degree in economics from Borobudur University in Jakarta in 2003. And also, ladies and gentlemen, our Professor Siswoyo Haryono, he has master's degree in education administration from UHAMKA University in 2005. And also our professor has another master's degree from in Entrepreneur Graduate School of Economy in Jakarta in 1994. And also our professor has diploma in rural subsistence agriculture and human nutrition at College of Human Nutrition and Human Resources, University of Hawaii, USA in 1985 to 1986. Our Professor Siswoyo, he has many experiences. One of his experiences, he was the chairman of Indonesian Human Resource Development Foundation in Jakarta, and also he was the director of postgraduate in Universitas Muhammadiyah, Yogyakarta, and also he was the head of study program establishment task force in Universitas Muhammadiyah, Yogyakarta, and also did the management of the association's graduate program of Muhammadiyah Aisyah High Education, which is located also in Indonesia. And our professor, he has many scientific papers in international journal, national seminars, and also he joined many events, and also he became keynote speaker in many international events. And also he has many publications in Scopus Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. You can look to it by searching his name, Professor Siswoyo Haryono, and he is a great professor in the field of human resource management. Together, we jump with our professor from the digital marketing to the digital human resource management in this time, or in the current issues of management. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcoming with me the Professor Siswoyo Haryono. In 20 minutes, he can present his topic, and then we jump to the discussion session. Welcome, Professor Siswoyo. Time is yours, and also the space for you. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Hussein. Can you hear my voice, Hussein?
Your PPT is not clear yet. I hear
No,
your voice.
the voice is okay? Okay.
Your voice is okay, Prof.
Okay, I will share my presentation. Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for my opportunity to share our idea about digital management from human resource perspective. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrahli sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. My colleague, Associate Professor Dr. Bahtiar Muhammad from UUM, from University Utara Malaysia. Very nice to have you here to share your paper or your PPT about digital marketing, digital management from marketing perspective. That was a very interesting topic. And distinguished guests, everyone who attend this seminar, welcome to PhD in Management program. I hope this activity will give you more information about our program with academic activities. My topic, distinct element of talent, or the short for this terminology. I write here Delta. Delta is
not COVID-19 Delta, Prof.
This is the abbreviation, the shortened terminology for distinct element of talent in digital management. So I think from human resource perspective, how to answer the development of the digital in industrial revolution right now, I think we have to get very distinguished talent. Yeah. And what are there? I will discuss later in this paper. Okay, but before I go through my presentation, I would share this very short movie. Yeah.
A frog is a cold-blooded
Can I see
animal,
this or not?
and humans are warm-blooded. So our body burns energy or perspires to maintain the same 98.6.
You cannot see this. Yeah?
No, we cannot say.
So, okay, I will show my very short video actually. Okay. I hope
A frog is a cold-blooded animal.
Why I cannot share
and
this?
humans are warm-blooded.
Not yet, yeah.
So our body burns energy or perspires to maintain the same 98.6.
Share.
Okay, this one.
Share the video.
Although frogs love water,
Yes.
Yes,
I will repeat. Yeah.
water,
Yes.
Okay.
a frog is a cold-blooded animal, and humans are warm-blooded. So our body burns energy or perspires to maintain the same 98.6 degrees. The cold-blooded frog's body temperature goes up and down with the temperature of its surroundings. Although frogs love water, when I hold it over this pot of boiling water, this frog is very uncomfortable and climbs to get away from it. Now, the water in this pot is room temperature, 69.4 degrees, so he's comfortable when I put him in. If I turn the burner on low flame, his body temperature will adjust and slowly he will heat up with the water. The water temperature has risen to 80 degrees and the frog is the same temperature and still comfortable. If I turn up the burner slowly again, he won't notice because he'll continue to change to be the same as his surroundings. When we started, I held the frog over the first pot of boiling water. He was uncomfortable and he tried to get away from the heat. But now, because we're raising the temperature slowly, he doesn't recognize the danger he's in. He just keeps going along with the changes in his surroundings. Eventually, we can turn up the burner to a deadly boil. He will just keep trying to adjust with it. By the time he realizes it's killing him, it's too late. He won't notice in time because he just keeps changing himself to go along with the changes in his surroundings.
Okay. Yeah, that was very short video. What is behind the story of this video? This video was made by Professor Oliver Clark, from London Business School. This video aimed to explain that every people basically they would enjoy, they would like to stay in a comfortable zone. So they don't notice that environment is changing all the time, continuous changing. Like frog, this is the boiling frog syndrome. A frog is put it in the pan and we boil the water, but very slowly. So the frog does not notice that the environment or the water is actually changing from very cool to warm and finally it's very hot. And the frog, because they enjoy in the warm water, so the frog does not notice that the environment is changing. When they realize that the environment is changing, the temperature is hot, so he cannot jump because exhausted and dehydrated. This happens to the people or even the companies toward the changing of the environment. So they don't like to change. Okay, this is the point from this video. I would mention about Mary.
Sorry, Professor.
Company. Yes.
Your voice is not too clear, actually.
Okay, wait. I will adjust because from the video, yeah. Hello, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay now.
It's okay, yeah. Right.
Yes,
Okay.
Prof.
Okay, I will continue from Marimani. Into this work, strategy is relatively easy to replicate and capital is relatively easy to access. What gives you a real source of advantage is your talent and culture. So underline here talent and culture. Because strategy can be learned, can be duplicated, and relatively easy. But what gives you a real source of competitive advantage is your talent and culture. This is number one quote. Yeah, number one quote. The second is from CEO Airbnb. Yeah? Airbnb is a company like Airy, yeah? BNB, yeah. Bed and breakfast actually, yeah, BNB bed and breakfast. So like Airy or Red Doors, something like that. Dia bilang like this: the hardest thing to manage in your crisis isn't your company. It is your own psychology. You can ask, why me? You can get paralyzed, or you can tell yourself, this is my defining moment. Okay, talking about digital management, this is the single biggest influence on consumers. Yeah, this is what happened. From this chart, we can understand our group. Yeah, which group? Yeah, which group? So when you are now in the year of 2021, yes.
Sorry for disturbing you again, but your voice is actually not too clear. There's frequency of this, like
what happened?
Like the voice is repeating. I don't know what's.
What about now? Right now,
It's still is not clear. Still.
Oh. I don't know. Audio.
I don't know.
Connection.
Maybe the connection. Yeah.
Maybe reduce the volume of the microphone.
Okay, try. Yeah. Usually it's not like this. Yeah. Okay. What about this? I reduce microphone.
To
increase a little bit.
increase.
Okay. Right now it's okay.
No.
Yes, much better now.
The volume of microphone about 75% right now.
Or you can increase it more, so to be clear.
Yeah, I never have problem like this.
Actually, as I see here, your network is red. It means that your network is not good. I mean, the connection is
Okay.
Yeah. It's
I will move to another place to get closer to the
okay.
Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Okay, Prof.
Not in Jakarta, ya, bukan, not in Jogja, ya. Okay. I will go to the closer Wi-Fi router, ya. Coba yang lain dimatikan dulu. Enggak, yang nggak kepake. Halo, pesan?
Hello, Prof.
It's okay right now?
Still some noises, maybe a little
Okay,
bit
I
into.
will leave first and then I will enter again, ya. Maybe the problem from that, okay?
Some repeating voice, I don't know.
Iya, iya. Oh, dimatikan. Suaranya terulang. Dimatikan aja dulu. Ganggu.
Yeah, it's much better now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because another voice. Dimatikan
yes.
atau di rumah sebelah?
Because of that voice, Prof. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, now it's clear. Yeah.
Okay, I almost leave my my Zoom.
Okay, Prof.
Okay, I would share again. Okay.
Continuous.
In the year of 21, if you are now between 13 to 17, you are categorized as a Z generation. Sorry. Itu ganggu ya? Sorry, this is some trouble. Okay. If generation Z between 18, yeah, right now. So the millennial is before born 90, yeah, millennial. So we can say here in this context, baby boomer. Yeah, I'm 63. Yeah, I was born 63. So boomer, yeah, baby boomer born after Second World War. Yeah, Pak Toto Wahid from Bali, I think baby boomer, yeah, baby boomer Pak Toto, yeah. Okay, so see what happened right now. 28%, yeah, they use social media, yeah, social media. Yeah, it means that every new generation, they are really they are living with their digital media system. Okay, this chart shows us that really a digital trend now is coming for the next generation to the generation. Okay.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Kok nggak mau ya?
Continuous, Prof.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So when we talk about digital management, so this is the understanding of digital business management is a business process that used technology to create more value in business model, customer experiences, and support internal capabilities to support core process. So this is what actually the theme or the topic of the discussion today. So I would talk from the perspective on human resource management. Okay, this is very interesting. This chart shows that right now, almost 40%, almost 40% in the year of 2017, the employee by occupation, professional and managers. Yeah, this data is very long data from 1850 to 2017. So already more than 1 century, 1/2 century. This is the changing of the occupation. Yeah. In 1850, so only about 7% professional and manager occupation. But after 1.5 centuries, about 150 years, so become 40% professional and managers. We say compared to agriculture, compared to agriculture. Agriculture in the year of 1850, they are 50%. They are 50% from the population, from the world population. But now, in the year of 2017, the last data that we can get, so the agriculture is very low, only about 3%, 3%. So this trend means that from the human resource perspective, that in the near future, in the future, so the work is occupied by a professional and managers or white collar, white collar works. Okay. This is also the picture about prediction for 10 years ahead. For we call it or we divide into wave 1, wave 2, and wave 3. Wave 1 is in the early 20s. In the early 20s, and then still not increase. The existing job at potential risk of automation. It indicates that the development in digital work, it's got a very potential risk of automation. We can see at the end of 2030s, maybe 2030 to 2040, next 10 to 20 years. So the people with low education will be very potential. Almost 40% from the population will get their work replaced, or they cannot get work, because the digital improvement or the digital development. Okay, we also see here, it is very interesting. Almost 10 group of profession, and the survey is from 6 countries, China, Germany, India, Japan, Mexico, and United States. If we know about BRICS, BRICS is Brazil, Russia, India, and China, but this is another group of countries. Creative industry include artists, designer, entertainer, and media workers. So the development is very high in China, but very low in Japan. Japan is minus growth in creativity. And then technology professionals such as computer engineer, computer specialist. India is very good. India is very good, very high development. And while India is good in computer engineers, computer specialists, so we know that like in Canada, in America, so this kind of profession is mostly from India. If you remember BlackBerry, Research in Motion companies, almost all from the Indian engineers. Okay, and then teachers, yeah, India is very high development in this profession, yeah, but Japan is negative, yeah, and then manager and executive, yeah, you can see Japan is always low, India is high, and China, yeah, China. And then work in building, engineer, architect, surveyor, construction. So India is very, very high, yeah. And then Japan is minus 16. It means that the building in Japan is already saturated, yeah. Everything already built, yeah, has been built. Okay, this is the trend of profession, yeah. Work. So this is the development in physical work, and unpredictable physical work is also very low. Yeah, it's also very low. So from 10 chart or graph, so we can see that digital work trend in the future will be dominating the profession. Okay, this is also this is a source from Oxford Economic, yeah, from BBC, that the rise of the robots, yeah, percentage change in the use of robot between 2011 to 2016. 5 years development, and you see China is very dominant, yeah. The development is 99% is in automotive sector, yeah, in the automotive sector, and the other sector is 267. This is so that's why China now dominate, yeah, after United States domination in the world, after USSR already collapsed. So now China become a giant, yeah, in this industry. It indicates that technology is developed very well in China. Okay, from human resource perspectives, we see we have to see the organizational environment. The first, we call it a specific environment. The black group is specific in environment. It's meant that every situation that directly get in touch or correlate with the organization itself. Distributors, customer, unions, yeah, worker union or association, yeah, competitors, supplier and government, all the stakeholder directly involved with the organization. This is, we call it a very specific environment. And then general environment is wider situation, but will affect the specific environment. So specific environment is affected by general environment. Political forces, yeah, political changing will affect business, organization or company. International forces, like non-government organization, say like Peace Corps, yeah, Peace Corps Foundation, who are care in the environment sustainability. So when they campaign to force forest illegal logging, for example, so will influence, yeah, will influence the business in the lodging company. And then demographic and cultural forces, the trend, yeah, the trend of demographic. Like in the Europe, even in the United States, now Islam region developing fast. So it is very common to hear ASEAN, yeah, in the Europe, like in the Holland, in the Netherlands. So we'll change the company, yeah, we'll change the orientation. The restaurant should prepare halal food, for example, because the demographic and cultural forces are changing. Environmental forces, economic forces, and technological forces. So right now we are talking about technological forces. Yeah, with COVID-19 pandemic, so technological forces is really felt strongly to be more people using like Zoom, yeah, MS Team, like that. So because of technological forces, so pandemic as a catalyst for the people to use a digital platform in the business. Okay, now what is the strategy to overcome the very fast changing of in the digital? So successful and agile organization recommended to implement key practices along the 5 dimensions of strategy. People, process, technology, and structure. Yeah. People is focused on leadership and talent management, culture, and informal network and communication. This is the strategy to face the changing, in the rapid changing of digital need right now. And then process should be linkage mechanism, team processes, planning and decision processes, performance management. So we have to evaluate the performance, even the performance of individual, performance of group, and also performance of organization itself. And then technology. So IT infrastructure and operations should be managed and should be prepared in adequate manner. And then delivery pipeline and architecture evolution and supporting system and tool. Technology should be implemented, to answer if we want to sustain our organization. And then structure is workforce size and location model. Yeah, like first speaker talk about location. Actually, location now is become something not very important about the location, because digital platform. Yeah, if you go to Jogja, Dr. Bahtiar, so like you talk about Medan, in Jogja, in the kampung, in the rural kampung, so there's some good place to visit, to see there, because they promote with Instagram or Facebook, and any digital platform. Role and responsibility, governance, and reporting structure. This is about structure. Okay, that is from the strategy. What field of strategy should be considered? And then now about the culture. Culture is about values. Value-based management. So we have to build set values in order to cope with the digital development and digital platform business. So set values mean every stakeholder, everyone involved in the organization should be having the common goal, the set values, the common goal, about structure, system, style, staff, skill, and strategy. So this is actually focusing on developing a corporate culture, good corporate culture. Okay, when we talk about the development of digital, which is very fast now. So actually the continuous change is a must, is a must. And now we come to the situation. So in the term of management, so we often use the term of VUCA. Yeah, VUCA. VUCA is volatile. Volatile is not stable. Yeah, it's variable. So very volatile. If you learn statistics, so volatile means the data graph is up and down, yeah, up and down, not stable, not linear, yeah, not linear. This is volatile. So the business situation with digital platform is very volatile, yeah, very volatile. Like Dr. Bahtiar mentioned about the income is not certain, yeah. The income not certain, the number of income is not certain. It is called volatile. Yeah? It is called volatile. And then uncertainty. Uncertainty is also the problem when we are changing. Yeah? Uncertainty, and then the situation will become complex. Yeah, very complex. So we have to manage all the complexity to the simplicity. Yeah. And then ambiguous, yeah, ambiguous is some of the policy or regulation sometimes multi-interpreted. So this is called ambiguity. So we have to avoid ambiguity with good policy, yeah, with making a good policy. And to overcome this VUCA, so we have to go in artificial intelligence or in the digital platform that's suitable with our business. And then to develop information technology that efficient and effective, and then use a business model. Okay. So organizational change and development mean that a system-wide application and transfer of behavioral science knowledge to the plant development, improvement, and of strategies, structure, and processes that lead to organization effectiveness. This is the goal, actually. Yeah, whatever the situation of the environment, so our main goal in managing the organization is to get organizational effectiveness. Effectiveness means that costly reduce, but the outcome is increase. So this is we call it effective. Okay, main theory of plan change model. Yeah, the first is very popular in the strategic management. What we call it Lewin's plan change model. So you have to be able to unfreeze the situation that unfavorable. You have to unfreeze, and then you make a treatment, training, or any movement to move the situation that not suitable for the organization, and then we refreezing the new culture, And then for action reset model and positive model is, I think it is scientific method like reset, yeah, like in the reset methodology. So identify the problem, what is the problem, and then what should be the way out of the problem with data, gathering data, and then theoretical base, so we can find the solution to change the problem. This is what we call action reset model and positive model. This is actually reset methodology. Okay, and then this is the survey from McKinsey. During 3 years, yeah, the latest issues in organization, this is focusing more organizational change, yeah, focus on digitizing of end user experience. And then the second is scaling data and analytics, enhancing IT architecture. So mostly about how to build digital platform in organization. Like university, campus itself. Now it's not important to have very big building, high and tall building, maybe until 50 floors building campus like so. Now focusing on how to be very effective and efficient in information technology. It's because the platform of learning now is digital learning. So this is the focus actually for the organization for the next. Okay, this is the situation from human resource perspective. What to be reskilling? Yeah, reskilling. It is very crucial to help companies to grow or survive at least. The first is 50% from the company now focus on leadership and managing others, and then 50% is about critical thinking and decision making, and then adaptability and continuous learning, project management, digital skill, interpersonal skill, and empathy. This is the area that should be acquired by the company in order to get along, to live together with the digital platform right now. Okay, I think this is important also, this finding, that almost half of all employees report being at least somewhat burnt out, and that's likely an underrepresentation of the real number. So you see, it is Asia for the first group, yeah, and then Australia, Europe, Latin America, US, and the total, yeah, the total. If you see, the back is very high degree of burnout, employees burnout. So Asia, you see, 35% is low degree, yeah, and then 20% is very low degree. But the most burnout people, yeah, employees, is in Australia, 11%, yeah, 11%. And then Asia, I think, because the people like in Java, yeah, like in Java is alon-alon waton kelakon. Artinya the meaning is very work without under pressure. Yeah, this is in Asia culture. This is the example how Johnson & Johnson transformed its corporate business technology operating model. Johnson & Johnson remodel its technology business partnership to elevate employee experience. This is the strategy. Yeah, from project, yeah, structure from project to product platform. So product oriented, yeah, not project oriented, but product oriented. And then rational or the reason, yeah. From approach was helpful in solving business problem in the 20th century when focus was more in increasing productivity and optimization. But then change, yeah, Johnson & Johnson to solve for uncertainty and drive innovation. Business need a collaborative, experimental, test and learn mindset. It is the rational. And then the approach of business. From time box, yeah, from time, yeah, time box, to no infinite ended, allowing software to evolve as a product. And then focus schedule typically considered the most important, then move to working software considered. So all digitalized. Planning roadmap limited to feature set in scope. Software roadmap help guide development. So already all digitalized in Johnson & Johnson. This is the how to answer the changing work, yeah, in the digital platform. And then this is the recommendation for human resource to overcome the very burnt out situation in working in digital or very competitive business right now, very hyper competitive. So we have to work not protective but opportunity, yeah. I need to stop something bad from happening. This is protection, yeah, protection. But you have to change to, I could make something great happen. So we have to be active, yeah, proactive, not reactive. Then expert, you become to be a curious. Curious means I ask a lot of questions to learn more. So learn and learn, learn and learn. You're not only expert is enough, but curious, learn and learn. And then reactive to creative, I have mentioned, and victim. Being a victim of changing world, so you become agent. So the sentence is, the affirmative sentence is, I back myself to learn and get things done. This is agent. Yeah. And then scarcity, feel poor. I can perform this with such limited resources. So become abundance mentality. Yeah, abundance. I have plenty and will share with others. So we have to be generous. Yeah, share with others. Certainty and become exploratory, and then fix become growth. Okay?
Prof, sorry for disturbing you again. Time is running, so we have 5 minutes left here.
Okay, I will go to the last part of this. Okay? This is what I call delta, Hussein. Yeah, delta.
Okay.
Delta is distinctive element of talent. So we go to, there are 60 deltas, yeah, 60 distinctive talent. Yeah, there are 56, but we have 13 skill. Yeah, and in 4 group. Yeah, the first group is cognitive talents. The second is interpersonal talent. The third, self-leadership. And then digital talent. That is the group of talents. Okay. So when we want to have employees in our organization who would compete, yeah, have a competitive advantage, so they have to have this, all of this for the future, especially in the digital, yeah, digital. Yeah, digital fluency and citizenship. Yeah, we have to master digital literacy, digital learning, digital collaboration, digital ethics. Digital collaboration, like right now we are collaborate with Dr. Bahtiar. Yeah, this is the platform of digital collaboration. And this afternoon, everyone, we invite you to have another discussion, yeah, sharing session with Mr. Tessa from Saxion University. Yeah, I will invite you because he's in Netherlands. We're here, but we can discussion. We can have discussion because of digital collaboration. We have to master these things, and then digital ethics. Even digital platform, we have to concern about ethical communication and something like that. And then software use and development, program literacy, data analysis and statistics, computational and algorithmic thinking, and then the last is understanding digital system. So we have to master in data literacy, so statistics is important, smart system, cyber security literacy, and then tech translation and enablement. So this is, about tech translation, technology translation now is very helpful, yeah, like Google Translate, for example. Even when I write article, so no worry with English, because there is Grammarly. So if the plagiarism indicated, so we have Quillbot to paraphrase. So this literacy should be conquered by everyone, yeah, especially for academicians. Okay, 3 groups about cognitive, critical thinking, communication, planning, and ways of working, and mental flexibility. This is related to cognitive. And then interpersonal, the main thing is mobilizing system, teamwork, effectiveness, and developing relationship. And for self-leadership, the thing is self-awareness and self-management and entrepreneurship and goal achievement. So you can read, I will share this, PPT because the time, I think that's all for my presentation. And remember everybody that every mistake is a learning opportunity. So don't be afraid to make a mistake. But you do not intend to make a mistake. But if there is a mistake, remember that every mistake is a learning opportunity. Okay? And then actually this is talking about how leaders lead the employees today. So we should lead the people with meaning, happiness, strength and purpose. And then managing energy, positive farming, connecting and engaging. Engaging is menyenangkan, ya, menarik bagi anak buah kita. Okay, the last, Husan, I think 5 minutes, yeah. 4 principal leaders can incorporate into communication effort to the employees. The first is more listen, yeah, more listen rather than talk, yeah, or speak. Get first-hand perspective on how people are really doing, personally and professionally. The second is inspiring. We have, as a leader, to inspire others. Present a compelling, aspirational vision of what the future workplace could look like. Engage. Create forum that focus on two-way dialogues for employees to help ideate, problem solve, test, and learn. The last is guidance. Provide guardrails or principle for what's next as written to workplace practices move and evolve. So we have to be a pathfinder leader in this case. Okay, I think that's all for my presentation. Moderator, I give.
Thank you so much, Professor Woyo Haryono, for this nice and interesting presentations. Great and comprehensive knowledge. We get it together, dear ladies and gentlemen, the distinguished guests, and also the respected lecturers who attending this seminar. We are happy to have you. The next agenda will be the discussion sessions. As we know that the first speaker, he jumped with us in the area of corporate communications and also the marketing communications, IMC, and also GIG economy, and also digital marketing, social media marketing, research agenda for academic research, and also he gives us conclusions about the corporate communications. I think this is very interesting topic for you at the audience to ask and also to discuss directly with the speaker, and also our ladies and gentlemen, our second speakers. He gives us a comprehensive knowledge and information about the digital era of human resource management, research, and also the professional practice in this field. And also he brings us to the area of how the business management can transform in this era, and also the millennials and social media, how they deal with it, and also the organizational environments and how the organizational can develop in this era. And also he brings us to the era of adapt with the crisis, and which way and which trick we can use it, and also what the strategy that we can use to adapt with the new crisis. And also he brings us to the Delta skills, as we see there, and also the 4 principles of leaders. So this is very interesting topic, I think, and I believe that you have many questions to ask to the speakers. Directly go to the discussion sessions. If you want to ask a question, you just raise your hand, and then I will give you opportunity to ask directly your question to the speaker, and then the speaker will give you feedback or will give you answer about the questions. The first opportunity is going to the Tutu Wahid. Hello.
Yes.
Welcome. Yeah, welcome. The time is yours to ask your questions, brother.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hussein Jibril, who gave me the first chance to have a comment or question. And thank you for the management of the postgraduate and doctorate degree of the University Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. I would like to have a comment to Professor Dr. Bahtiar Muhammad. Basically, this is very long, but I would like to make it short, Mr. Bahtiar. This is about digital marketing and communication. Of course, because of the development of the technology, especially the information technology, it creates or develop an evolution or evolution in certain certain level, and in communication. But what I witness or experience, the basic marketing and communication basically is about the same. You you develop a wide scope of coverage in this discussion, and it's really good. However, in certain part, you mix in between the marketing, communication, and the media. This is would like to have a comment. The first is about the changes in media from traditional into the digital. It's the media from the television, analog television, into the digital television, from the billboard and such things like that, then move into the digital media. And then what is the content? Content is about the same. When we talk about the marketing makes is about the same. I don't know, is there any research, latest research that been taken into the account that it changed completely in the marketing mix? I don't think so. Maybe something like that you have mentioned before, the place is not completely important anymore because of the way how to promote, because of the digital. And then how about the content? Content is about the same. The difference is the way how we do it. Before we make a long story, we make a long article and advertisement, but now there is a changes in consumer behavior from reading long story into the very, very short and fast moving. And then what is the difference between the old time and the new time now? The difference is on the coverage first. Because of the technology, you can cover from the local, very, very local, small area of coverage into the international coverage. That's the difference. And then the cost. Usually, if you advertise in, sorry to say, Kompas printed newspaper, one issue of a day, you spend about 20 million rupiah, or maybe about something $100. Now it's not anymore in Kompas magazine, or newspaper, in magazine. I used to read Business Weekly, Economist, and also some international magazine. Not anymore, because using the website. And then the speed. If you advertise from the planning and then creating the content and the publication, it takes months before. Now, instantly, it cover into the international coverage in very short time. That is very different. And at the time, previously, if you advertise in magazine or newspaper, just only one day, and then if the readership is bad, and then it's just gone. But now, even with a very small cost, the time value of your communication is so long time. The way is also very important now, because as I said in the beginning, previously we make long advertisement. Maybe it's certain level, it changed a little bit, but now it's a big difference. Just the people would like only just like reading just only the title, not the whole passages. The good newspaper before, like Kompas, you see the title and paragraph, that's it enough, not the detail. Now, even the detail is not important anymore. And then the widespread of platform and the benefits on international. So this is very, very important to us in every country, Malaysia, maybe the Jibril countries, Sudan, Indonesia. The widespread of platform and the infrastructure is now dominated by international owner. Yeah, just like Instagram, Twitter, and so on. The social media and the internet. Just like also the .com. Yeah, and then the changes in government. This is the challenges. Just 1 minute more. The challenges, the challenges of the government. They have a threat of getting less and less tax because the government could not touch, yeah, to collect the tax from this international media. I think that's the short one, but later maybe Mr. Bachtiar can make a great things discussion on the search engine optimization. Thank you, Mr. Hussein, and all of everybody.
Much.
Sorry.
Thank you so much, bro Wahid, for the nice discussion and also nice opinions you delivered here, and also the new information that you provided for us. I think this is good questions about the transformation and also the shifting from traditional marketing to the digital marketing, and the way how we shift from the traditional media to the digital media and other issues that you discussed. Later, Prof will answer your questions and also your opinions. We take 3 questions and then we give opportunity to the speakers to respond, yeah, or to answer the questions. The second opportunity is going to the brother, Mr. Abu Jahid. You are welcome to ask your questions. Please, we want to give more opportunities to the all participants. So it's better if you can ask just 1 question. I think it's enough here, or just 2 questions maximum. Okay, thank you so much. Welcome, Abu Jahid.
Thank you very much, Brother Hussein Jibril Musa. First of all, I would like to thank Doctoral Management Program to arrange like this international seminar for exploring the knowledge in digital marketing. And also I would like to thank the 2 keynote speakers to deliver their vast knowledge in the marketing field. I would like to just keep attention to Dr. Bachtiar Muhammad about he has discussed about the free flow of communication, that is said digital era, and under this digital era he discussed about the digital marketing, and this is very popular in the whole all over the world. And social media is the subset of digital media. Under the social media we have many apps and communication way. In this way, the most popular social media is Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, and Instagram. And Indonesian perspective, or in developing country perspective, most of the people use Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, and Instagram. But unfortunately, the authority is prohibiting and controlling the freedom of the choice of the users. And also there
digital marketing
amount of money from the developing economies. So what you think about the freedom of the users and about the privacy of the customers and the financial benefits of the developing countries' customers about the social media use and digital marketing perspective? That's my question.
Thank you so much.
I want to give the example that recently we know that the Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp authority have restricted to disclose any issue about the Afghanistan recent issue, though the US has given the legal they make the collaboration between the Taliban and the US government, and the Taliban has are the people of Indonesia, and they have made freedom for their country, and they have won their freedom in there. So though USA they have given them the permission to control their country, but the Facebook authority said that they will not allow any information through their social media. That's my question, actually, an example.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bro Mujahid. I think your question is clear. That's about the freedom and the privacy of the customer in social media. Okay, later Prof. Bahtiar will answer your question. The third opportunity is going to Brian. Brian, you are welcome to ask your question.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hussein, for this opportunity, and also to all the speakers who have really opened our knowledge in this area. So my question will go to Prof. Muhammad from Malaysia. And just as a realization that this pandemic has really accelerated digital marketing to newer heights than before. Now, many businesses and many people, consumers are really participate and are experiencing social media and all these digital platforms more than before. So my question is, how do you think this digital marketing will look like in the future, maybe in 10 years' time, and how this will affect consumer behavior in that particular period of time? So what kind of changes and trends are we going to expect in the future? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Brian, for the questions. The question is about the future of digital marketing and also how it will affect the consumer behavior in the future, yeah?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Our first question, I just want to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, our first question was coming from Indonesia, from Wahid, and the second question come from Abu Jahid, he's from Bangladesh, and the third one is coming from Brian, he's from Kenya. So this is diversity here, yeah? It's very interesting. I give opportunity to Prof. Bahtiar to answer these questions, and then we come again to the discussion session. Welcome, Prof. Bahtiar, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Hussein, for these three questions from Prof. Toto, Prof. Mujahid, and Brian. So, okay, I'll give you the scenario on the digital marketing. So we know that the digital marketing is about the platform, meaning that a channel of communication. We need to understand that the communication concept, the communication concept is a SMCR process, which is that sender have a message using a channel to the receiver. So meaning that the sender, message, channel, and the receiver is a complete process of communication. But what we discuss here is about the channel. It's about the channel. The digital marketing is utilize the communication channel. So as we know that, before that, when we want to communicate, we rely on channel. We are not relying on face-to-face anymore. Okay, face-to-face, if you want to negotiate, if you want to interpersonal communication, that is a interpersonal communication, we use a face-to-face. But now, the mass communication is already a trend for the marketeers to promote a product, because this process will reach the larger market. So when we start the mass communication, once the radio, television, exists. So which is that before that we communicate one-to-one through the public communication, but then when the radio start, then we have radio to communicate to the larger population and larger mass communication. Means that mass, that's why we call that mass media. So the digital communication, digital social media is one of the mass communication channel. So that is a concept in the communication. So in terms of content, yes, the content is the same. If you want to talk to other people, the same content. But in terms of the how to craft, how to create a content is a bit different, depend on the channel. If a face-to-face communication, maybe your style of communication is different as compared to the digital communication or through the mass media. So that's why I agree that the content is the same, but the way you create a content is different. You know, the crafting, the way you crafting the content is totally different because of the media has a different features. Then they have a different way to communicate. So let's say before that radio, we rely on the voice, you know, based on voice only, audio, without the video. When it comes to the television era, then we have audio and video. The content is different. The way you craft the content is totally different. Then now we have interactive era, which is that we can communicate, then also the customer can reply to our communication, then yes, totally different way. So it's come to the content. The content is the same to promote our product and services, but the way you craft the content is totally different. It's developed from 60s to the era of digital era and interaction era is totally different. And the second one, your receiver R, meaning that sender message, still a content message, and channel is totally different now, and your R, receiver, is totally different. If you compare to the 60 years ago or 50 years ago, people don't care about the education level is very minimum, and most of our population is cannot read, even cannot count. But now the millennial generation is different. So that's why now we are not only talk about the content of the communication, but we talk about the best way of communication channel, and also we talk about the generation, intergenerational. So the millennium generation is totally different way of thinking. Okay, before that, maybe we can communicate the features of the product, but now we want to add in the experience of using the product. So that's why TikTok is become popular among the millennial generation. They want to see how you to use that product. Okay, that is I can say that the marketing communication is totally changed from 50 to 40 years ago, because due to the development of technology and the changing of the people, the generation. Okay, that's what I just want to reflect what Prof. Toto saying about the technology and everything. That's the way how the marketing communication changed rapidly since I think 10 years ago. Then also the expectation of the public also different. Okay, previously maybe you sell a product, they don't care about the packaging, they don't care about the presentation of the product. But now we need to package in the right packaging, nice packaging with the color, logo. People love something beautiful. So this also will change their mind. That's another consumer behavior research on consumer behavior. Then people love to see something beautiful, nice. That is another issue. I think we need to have another platform to discuss about consumer behavior. So that's what I can respond to the Prof. Toto. And the second one, Abu Jahid from Bangladesh. I have no authority, even it's not my area of study to respond this question, because the question, your question is based on the media control or the media ownership. Okay, so we understand that the media ownership is depend. If you look at the television as well, we have 2 or 3 people control the whole world on media. Okay. Rupert Murdoch and something, that people who control all the media in the world, and even the social media also controlled by 2 or 3 people. So this is about the media ownership. Because of the control, the media is controlled by group of people, then they can do something what they want to do. Okay, they can control in terms of content, in terms of you need to pay for the advertisement. So I'm sorry to say that at my research on media and also digital media communication, this is not my area of study to give a response, but they are more related to the media control, and they are more related to the world politics, okay, dominance. And the third one from the Brian, if you look at what happened to 10 years from now, as I mentioned that the technology changed from time to time. From the early of interactive media, we happy with Facebook. we happy Facebook. We think that Facebook is everything. We can communicate, we can share. But then this platform just for the people who for the certain group, and the new millennial people, group, they rely on the TikTok or something that they can share their content, they can show something. So then the Instagram also become popular after that. So as you know that the marketing paradigm, especially the research of in marketing, the paradigm research of marketing, we are more positivism. Yeah, we are more positivism. Anything that can benefit to our program, to our field, then we accept that. Then we will go for that that platform. So we are more positivism in terms of research and also in terms of accepting the new thing. So what happened to next 10 years from now? This depends on the technology advancement in the 10 years. So maybe in 10 years from now, Facebook is not become popular, and another platform will become popular after that. Then we will rely on that, and they have the new term maybe for that platform. So what I can say that we are very for the marketing, we always utilize anything that can benefit to us. So in the early years, we rely on newspaper advertisement, on print media advertisement. Then once to broadcasting, television, we start with the broadcasting. Then after that, we have interactive media. We go that interactive media. So that is what I can respond that the dynamic of the marketing research based on the current situation. We are not static with that study. So if anything change, then we need to follow that. At the end, we want to, as a business, we want to increase the profit, to maximize the profit, and that is one of the element in marketing. So that's back to you, Hussein. That's the response from me.
Thank you so much, Professor, for the comprehensive answers. I hope that this answer is answering all the questions coming from the participants. If any questions, if anyone from you other participant want to ask, you can raise your hand and then you ask the speaker directly. If not, we have.
Yes, we have.
Yes, okay, welcome.
Chance for me?
Yes, welcome. You are welcome. Tom.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Prof, both of them. The first speaker, I came late, so I may ask Prof, the second speaker. You mentioned that today's world, like VUCA, there are 4 skills or 4 categories for business or management. How we can implement this 4 category for today digital world? This is my question.
How we can implement? Okay, is your question, Tom?
Yes.
Your question is how?
Yes, we have 4. We have 4 categories for VUCA to implement business through the digital skills.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yes, this is the key of VUCA.
Okay, this question is going to Tom. He's a student in UNY in Yogyakarta. He's from Sudan. He asked Prof. Sis about the 4 categories, of digital, yeah, in business management, yeah, and how we can implement it, yeah.
Yes,
that's right, yeah, Tom.
Thank you, Ustaz Hussein.
Thank you so much, Tom, for the questions, and the opportunity is open for the 2 questions. If anyone from you, ladies and gentlemen, want to ask, you can raise your hand or you can open your mic and then ask directly. It's okay.
Okay. I want to have a question.
Okay, Usman, could you please open your video or introduce yourself?
Okay, okay.
Welcome.
Okay, thank you very much for the chance give me. Assalamualaikum. Today, it's very interesting for the topic in the seminar. Now, I want to have a question about the. It is for the Mr. Bahtiar. If go to a proper in Malaysia, because the no more countries, if like developing countries, I think so, for using the digital is not too very famous, I think. And then just I want to know, like the Indonesia, yeah, maybe like the city, yeah, have using physical or I mean equipment, IT, they can use, but the other, like the village, we don't have like this. And then my question is, what about your countries in Malaysia? Because Malaysia, yeah, I see is very, very so different in Indonesia, and then Malaysia is, yeah, maybe in a level developed, yes. Oh, I don't know. Just I want to ask. It is my question only. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rosman, for the question to Prof. Bahtiar. And we're going to pick some questions from the chat box here. The first question is coming from Agung Sedajo. He asked Prof. Bahtiar also about how to merge communication between corporate communication and marketing communication in the era of Internet of Things, IoT. Customers can directly communicate with the designer, and with the good service with the engineer, they feel more attached and then decide to invest. This is a question going to Prof. Bahtiar from Agung from the chat box. And also the second question is coming from Bimo. Bimo asking also Prof. Bahtiar about, he said that as we all know that the digital marketing its implementation, and its implementation has a lot to do with the technology and data content. I want to know your opinion about this digital content. Should content be protected, and how does lessons manage this problem, and how your government regulates and support this matter? This is also coming from Bimo. I hope this question is clear, Prof. Bahtiar. And there's one question also coming from the chat box from Bimo also to Prof. Siswoyo. The question in Bahasa, he said that, bagaimana sikap kita menghadapi semua perubahan di dunia ini memasuki era 4.0? Apa saja yang perlu kita perbaiki dan perlu kita bekali untuk mahasiswa kita menuju digital era 4.0? This question to Prof. Sis from Bimo also. I give the opportunity to Prof. Sis to answer his question, and then we shift to the Prof. Bahtiar also to answer these questions. Welcome, Prof. Sis.
Okay, thank you, Hussein, for my chance. to answer those two questions, yeah, from Elton, yeah, Elton Usman
Yes.
and Pak Bimo, yeah, and Pak
Yeah,
Bimo.
Pak
Okay, okay, thank you. I think almost the same question, yeah, the content of the question almost the same between Elton and Bimo. Yeah, Elton is asking about VUCA, yeah, volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. So how do we implement in the digital era to overcome this? And then Pak Bimo also, what should we do, yeah, to prepare the student in facing the digital era, yeah, digital situation like this. So I think this is actually the core of or the title of my presentation about Delta, yeah, but not Delta virus variant, yeah. Delta is mean distinct element of talents, yeah.
The name is same, yeah.
Yeah. So this one, Pak Bimo. So I think it can be used for measure, yeah, for measure the situation right now. So from the cognitive aspect, and then interpersonal, and then self-leadership and digital. Whole area should be mastered by the student, Pak Bimo. So we can use survey, maybe, Pak Bimo, survey to the student. This is the dimension or the indicator. Number one, the dimension of critical thinking from cognitive variable, yeah. Structure, problem solving. How do they work with? How is their ability? Yeah. How are their ability about structural problem solving? You can survey. Very good or very bad, you know, or just average like that. And then logical reasoning. So we can develop instrument to measure all of this. Okay, this is very practical. About digital, for example, about the variable digital fluency and citizenship, for example. Digital literacy, digital learning, digital collaboration, digital ethic. So we measure all of those, then which areas should be improved, prioritized for the low score of this result. Yeah, I think both of you, Elton and Pak Bimo, I think that's my answer. The same way, the same way. If we really concerned and want to answer this situation about what you asked about how to implement, how to prepare the generation, yeah, the student for the next future to answer this phenomenon in digital development. So we have to evaluate first. We measure what is the position from this data, yeah, distinct element of talent. Because all of this talent, 56 talents should be mastered, should be acquired, should be kuasai, yeah, must be mastered. I think that's one way that we prepare for the new generation, Pak Bimo, for the student. So you can make project, Pak Bimo, maybe. Yeah. What is the position from Delta? Yeah, from Delta, and then you make training or empowerment, yeah, training to be Delta generation, yeah, to be Delta generation. I think that's my answer.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prof. So much.
Thank you so much for the answers. We shift to Prof. Bahtiar also to answer your questions.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, Sid. Because I found that there are many questions from the chat box, so I try to cover at the same time. Maybe one of two is the question is similar to one to another. Okay, the first one I want to reply on the about IoT. Once you want to have a business, especially when you want to communicate or when you want to offer your service, like design, for example, people not straight away to hire you to do that work. Okay, they want to know about your your portfolio. So that's why in this case, especially for the very specific skill, the best way, what I always suggest to my student, they need to have their own blog. They can put all the portfolio inside their blog, then you can share that as a medium of communication. So the Facebook sometimes is not enough because of the features for the Facebook is more on social media. They are not, you cannot put all together your work portfolio, your client in one platform. So I think the blog is one of the element if you want to promote your product, especially for the skill. If you want to promote about the design, or maybe you have something skill that last time, you know, my friends, they sell a picture, a photography through the Flickrs. They just put in the Flickrs, then people will look into that. Then one of the company, you know, interested with that picture, then they will buy that through the Flickrs. So they have many platforms if you want to use that as a designer. Yeah, that's what I think that you can use many platforms as a platform to sell or to promote your product. So this is one of thing. Then the second question from Bimo is talk about the the question from Bimo is a bit different because of most of my discussion is talk about the consumer product. Okay, consumer product means that the company selling directly to the consumer. But the Bimo question is talk about the B2B, business to business marketing. So for the business to business marketing, because basically in marketing we have B2B, B2C. B2B means that business to business, B2C business to consumer. For the product that you sell to the business, to other business, that the marketing style is different. I don't think that digital marketing is important for them. For example, if you are a car manufacturer, you are the supplier of the spare part of the car. I think no need for you to advertise your product in the Facebook because your client is not the end user, not the end user of that car. Your client is the manufacturer of the car. So that one is a different, what I can see here, that is another style of marketing, not the digital marketing that we discussed today. Our digital marketing that we discussed today is more on B2C, business to consumer, to the end user. Okay. Then there's one question about the SEO and SEM, which one the very efficient and effective way to communicate or to promote the product. It depends on your company. If you just a startup company, you have no capital to invest, or maybe you don't have advertising allocation for your product, maybe SEO is enough for you. Even the SEO also is very important, especially if you have you open a new restaurant, for example. You can register the location of your restaurant through the to the Google Map for free. So then people can, you know, when people search your location, your restaurant location, so the Google will give you the exact location of your restaurant, the new restaurant. That one is a free. So that is more on the organic search engine. So which is that it's a free, then no need to pay. But for the, if you have a money or you have a allocation for the advertisement or marketing cost, SEM is one of the good as well. Even if you want to advertise the product through the Instagram or Facebook, the good things about SEM, you can segment your market. You can segment your market based on the demography of your prospect customer. The age, the education background, the location, how radius, how kilometer radius of the people near to you, you know, that is a features of the digital marketing. So this one also is a good thing because I think that you will realize that once you search something from your Facebook, for example, you want to buy a new camera, for example, you just search in camera in your Facebook. And after that, there are many sponsored posting will appear in your timeline. Because of the Facebook will try to check to match with what your interest with the sponsor, that the advertisement from the Facebook. So they will appear many camera, you know, in your timeline. So that is a SEM. They are more specific, they are more segment, and you can catch the right segment of your market. So that is a different. So it depends on you. If you have a budget for the marketing, then SEM is the best one. But if you don't have money, then I think SEO also is important, just to register your company in the Facebook, in Instagram, give a right location, then people will easy to search your company. And then the second one, one question about the context. What is the best context? Okay, back to the context. As I mentioned that, the context is based on your product and your service. For example, if your product is related to the Muslim product, for example, so make sure that the content of advertisement must be reflect to that product. That's what I call context. Okay, the context means that maybe the background, the people involved should be people within that context of product. So if you want to promote something, the youngsters product for the young people, for the young consumer, so the environment need to be more happy, situation, they're more enjoyful, enjoy environment. So that's what we call context. So with that, the target market can relate to their life or their environment. So that's what I can reflect to the context. Then digital marketing depend on the development of the media. I think that one I already answered. That the last one from Rusman. If you want to compare, with the digital marketing, the development of digital marketing, I think in Indonesia is quite bigger than Malaysia, because in terms of the population. Okay, so if you can cater, or if you can start with the digital marketing, your market is quite big as compared to our market. Our market just 30 million, 32 million. And also the product is not variety, because of we have a limited product, local product to be promoted in the digital content. So but in Indonesia, I think that you have so many products and so many things. Then even when we talk about the digital marketing, don't just focus on the product, the tangible product. You can also promote the physical product, like the place, homestay, maybe your coffee shop, which is that that previously we because you have so many things to advertise or to share. The problem maybe the content, the digital content is not in Malaysia. The young people is very active to share the digital content. So every day they come up with the TikTok, Instagram. There are so many digital content. Indonesia, you have so many things can share through the digital content. Especially, last I think 10 years ago, we not really know about Indonesia, the best places to visit, for example. Then for the last 5 years, we know about Bromo, we know about a few places that is very nice to visit. Then you can see that the effect of the social media, that many tourists from Malaysia start to visit that place. But maybe 10 years or 15 years ago, it's not popular among Malaysians. But now it's become popular. If I remember that last time, basically we just go to that shopping area, Bandung, that area. But now, when I visited Indonesia for the past 5 years, I saw many people start to visit a very exotic place, and also they want to buy something, a local product, like a teak product in Jogja. So that is a few good things that the digital media can be used for the marketing. Even you can even I think for the early of this year in Shopee Malaysia, they have a special Indo product. Yeah, Indo product. So when I buy from that section, all of that section, they sell the baju koko, hijab, everything is about the Muslim product. So and also they start to sell a batik product. I think which is that a good platform for them to start. Then if you compare with the local product, is quite expensive. Even that one is import from Indonesia. If we sell that, if we buy from that Indo market, in that Shopee, the baju koko, for example, for the Malaysian product, the cost around 40 to 50 ringgit. But we can buy from that section, maybe 25 ringgit, almost a less. So that's mean the people in Indonesia can utilize the low cost of producing the product, then they can sell worldwide. So that is what I can see that. But I don't know from the government initiative, I don't know. But in Malaysian government initiative, we have MDEC, helping the self-employed, the entrepreneur to start to sell the product through the digital platform. That's why we have MDEC, Malaysian Digital Economy Corporation, which helping that. But I don't know in Indonesia, maybe you have your own digital platform to share. But I think that last time Shopee working with the entrepreneur from Indonesia, they start having that section, Indo product section. So that's what I can respond, Hussein. Back to you, Hussein. You mute. We can hear you, Hussein. We can hear you.
No voice.
Unmute.
Okay, thank you so much, Associate Professor Bahtiar bin Muhammad, for the valuable, beneficial, and also the great information and knowledge you shared with us today in this event. Ladies and gentlemen, we reached to the last step by answering these questions, and the time is already finished also. We thanks Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Almighty who blessing us and also give us health and motivations and also to be here together in this nice event to be with you. And thank you so much to the speaker, Professor Bahtiar bin Muhammad, and also Prof. Siswoyo Haryono for sharing the information and the knowledge about these current issues in the management in digital era. And also thank you so much for the participants from all the world, whether they are from Africa, some of them from Asia, and also the Indonesian participants from all in universities in Indonesia. Thank you so much for being with us. We are so sorry if there's any mistakes or missing information. And we appreciate your attendance. We are wishing and also we hope to see you in the next event. I give the mic to the MC to close the ceremony or to close the event. Thank you so much. From me, Hussein Jibril Musa Saleh. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hussein.
Yes, Prof.
You remind the audience if they could attend for next meeting.
Okay, yeah. For this, yeah, we have another event also this afternoon. If you want to attend it also, guys, maybe Agung, you can share the link of the event in the box chat so they can follow it. We have another event, another agenda also. You can join it, guys. It's about also management
okay.
issues here.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Agung, you can, the host, you can share the link or you can share the Zoom ID for the next agenda. And then we back to the MC. You go back to the MC for this event to close the ceremony. Thank you so much, Prof.
Okay, thank you, Hussein. Thank you, Pak Bahtiar, Dr. Bahtiar Muhammad. See you again, Prof. Sis, yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Brika. Awang di mana Awang? Ditutup Awang atau Bu Ika?
Oh yeah.
Bu Ika, monggo.
Okay, for all participants, yeah. We hear Adhan Duhur, yeah. Okay, we can to close this our agenda ya. With hamdalah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin ya.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Alamin.
Allah ya, until
Alhamdulillah. Thank you.
14.
Thank you, Dr. Bahtiar Muhammad.
Bu Ika, photo session dulu.
Oh iya.
Okay, we have
Thank you very much, Prof.
Please,
Prof. Bahtiar.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you,
Open kamera. Mas Awang di potret ya.
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All students.
Muhammad.
Hope see you next time. Jumpa
Thank
lagi.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Kalau ke Kuala Lumpur boleh datang ke UUM.
Ya, insya Allah.
Thank you.
Pak Bahtiar mungkin juga dengan agenda yang lain.
Amin, insya Allah.
Ya, insyaallah Ibu Ika, we talk detail on the next program.
Ya, oke, insyaallah.
Dengan Prof pun kita mungkin nak buat student exchange atau apa-apalah yang
Ya.
Maybe from the exchange program.
Yeah, exchange program. It's a good idea.
Atau sebagai external examiner, Prof Bahtiar.
Ya.
Bagus juga itu, Bu. Kembangkan.
Ya. Thank you semuanya ya.
Oke, terima kasih semua. Jumpa lagi.
Thank you, Profesor Sis, Profesor Bahtiar, everybody.
Thank you semuanya.
From Bali. Assalamualaikum.
Pak Toto, makasih. Salam.
Sama-sama, Profesor Sis. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Ya, waalaikumsalam.
Terima kasih
Pak. I will invite you this afternoon, Pak Toto, if you have time.
Lanjut, Pak.
Iya, lanjut. Jam 2 nanti ya. Jam 2 ya. Iya.
Iya.
Nanti dengan link Zoom yang baru.
Baik.
Untuk link nanti siang sama aja, Pak.
Oh, sama linknya. Oke.
Thank you, Mas Agung.
Iya, Pak.
Oke, assalamualaikum. Terima kasih semuanya.
Assalamualaikum.
Oke.